Hey, what you say, food family? Mike here, and welcome back to the channel for another great culinary adventure. Today's video is all about making a simple weeknight dinner we can put on the table in under an hour. We're going to use our pressure cooker or Instant Pot to make some shredded barbecue chicken sandwiches. Along with that, we'll make a creamy apple coleslaw that pairs perfectly. So whether you're looking for a new simple weeknight dinner or just a new recipe in general, stick around and I'll show you how it's done. Let's get cooking. Alright folks, first things first, we get started by making our shredded barbecue chicken. Now today I'm going to be using some chicken breasts. I got 4 here, about 2 to 3 pounds, somewhere in that range. Nothing crazy with that. We're going to be seasoning that with some salt, pepper, and garlic seasoning. You can season your chicken however you like. We're going to be using some apple cider vinegar, some chicken stock. Now we're using this chicken stock to thin out our barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you like at home, store-bought, pre-made, whatever. Today I'm going to be using this hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce that I made up. It's absolutely amazing. I highly suggest it. So if you want to learn how to make this, check out this next clip. Start with a base of ketchup and hot honey. Next up, add some apple cider vinegar, then your favorite bourbon. Drop in a bit of brown sugar, followed by some molasses. Add some Worcestershire sauce and Dijon mustard. Then season with granulated garlic, onion, paprika, and a dash of cayenne. Stir everything together and simmer over medium heat for 10 to 15 minutes. Once your hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce thickens up, it's ready to serve and enjoy on your next cooking adventure. Alright folks, you saw in that previous clip, really simple to make this delicious hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce, but hey, I'm not here to tell you what kind of sauce to use in your shredded barbecue chicken sandwiches. Use whatever you like or got. I do highly suggest this one though. But just putting barbecue sauce in our Instant Pot alone will cause that burn or scorch warning to come up and it won't cook. So that's why we're using the chicken stock to thin this out, to make it thin enough, a more liquid consistency, so we won't have to worry about that. So we're going to start out with a little chicken stock in our Instant Pot here. Oh, about a cup or so, nothing crazy. And then we'll go in with about 3/4 cup or so of our barbecue sauce. And we're going to reserve the rest of that for the end when it's all cooked and finished to really enhance those flavors and give it that nice, thick, delicious barbecue seasoning or flavor, whatever you want to call it. So let's thin out our barbecue sauce. We'll go in with a splash of apple cider vinegar. Alright, and like I said, we're going to season our chicken with this salt, pepper, and garlic blend. You can use whatever you like. And be sure to get both sides. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this salt, pepper, and garlic in our Instant Pot. And our liquids there. That should be enough actually. Stir that in. Now we'll simply put our chicken in the Instant Pot, nestle that down in that liquid, and flip it over so that sauce is on both sides. Alright, just like that. I'll bring the camera around and give you a look at this so you have a general idea what you're looking for though. The chicken is basically submerged in that thinned out barbecue sauce, but it doesn't have to be completely covered. We're going to put the lid on this, set the vent to ceiling, and pressure cook this on high for 16 minutes. Once that time is done, we're going to let that naturally depressurize, which will take about 25 to 30 minutes. That's key to making a soft, tender, juicy chicken that shreds easily. So I'm going to show you this view real quick so you know what you're looking for. We'll throw the lid on, get this cooking, we'll come right back and make the apple coleslaw. Stay tuned. Alright folks, while that chicken finishes cooking behind me in the pressure cooker, we'll go ahead and make that apple coleslaw. Now, we're keeping this simple today. The whole point of this is a quick weeknight dinner. So I'm using a bag of pre-mixed coleslaw mix, shredded cabbage and carrots, already ready to go, costs a couple bucks, saves a ton of time. By all means, if you want to, grab your cabbage, carrots, and everything else and shred it yourself. But hey, I'm keeping it easy and lazy today. So we got our coleslaw mix there. We got some apple cider vinegar, some agave. Now you can be using honey here. I think agave is just simpler. It pours and mixes easier. Got a little bit of mayo, some sugar, and a Granny Smith apple. Now as you see here, I've gone ahead, peeled, cored, and roughly chopped it up. You can grate it, but I like a little more texture in my coleslaw, so I just kind of chopped it up pretty roughly there. Cut it into matchsticks, and then went across that into small little pieces. Nothing fancy. And we're going to start with a little bit of apple juice in our bowl. So let me set this to the side here, and we'll make our dressing for the coleslaw. So we got our apple juice, and that's optional. You could also put a little pineapple juice in there, just a little liquid to thin it out. Bit of apple cider vinegar, our sugar, a little bit of mayo, some of that agave or honey, and a touch of salt and pepper, of course. We'll mix that up. All right, pretty simple. We'll come back in with our slaw mix. We'll add our chopped Granny Smith apple. Give that a quick toss. And we'll go in with our dressing. Now it may not seem like a lot of dressing, but this will stretch. The vinegar and stuff in that dressing will cause the natural liquids and everything to come out in our cabbage mix here, plus those apples. So you don't want to overdo it and have it too runny, because it will release some liquids as it sets up. Now you can make this ahead of time, obviously. I wouldn't go too far ahead, but you can get a good day out of it. So we'll toss this, just throw a lid on this, throw it in the fridge while the chicken finishes cooking. All in all, that chicken's taking about 45 minutes. This took us 2 minutes to make. Real simple dinner here, folks. We'll come right back when the chicken's done cooking. We'll shred it up and see how it turned out. All right, folks, our chicken is ready to go. It took about 10 minutes to come up to pressure. We cooked it for 16 minutes on high, and 20 minutes later, it is naturally depressurized. It is ready to open up and check out. So let's open this thing up and see how it turned out. All right. It is smelling absolutely amazing in here. That hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce, folks. Tell you what, don't skip the few minutes to make it. Try that one out at home yourself. But that being said, let's pull our chicken out. It should shred nice and easy, if I can even get it out. Oh yeah, it's going to shred right here in the pot, actually. So let me start the process here. And let it soak up those juices. Now remember, we got some extra barbecue sauce we're going to be adding to this. But if you shred it in these liquids, for one, it's a little easier. And two, it's just extra flavor. Alright, I think I got that shredded up pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to this bowl real quick. Alright folks, we got all that extra liquids drained off. We got all our chicken out. It's shredded absolutely beautifully. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste test right now just to see how we did before we add any more sauce. Cheers. On its own, right now, as is, it is absolutely amazing. There's a ton of barbecue flavor in there. It's juicy, it's tender. Chicken breasts will dry out, but when you pressure cook them in the Instant Pot, perfect way to cook those off without losing that juice and texture and moisture in it. Absolutely amazing. But we're going to add some more sauce, really elevate those flavors. So I got the rest of my hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce here. We'll just go ahead. And we did about 3/4 cup in the beginning. We're probably going another 3/4 cup now. It's up to you how saucy you want your chicken, of course. I don't want to stop eating it. All right, let's get all this goodness out because this is the end of my batch. I'm going to have to make another one soon because this is great on chicken, ribs, you name it. It's just a good all-around barbecue sauce. Touch of heat, a lot of sweetness. Got that smoky bourbon notes in the background. It's absolutely amazing. And who doesn't love hot honey, right? All right, so we got our sauce in there. Let's toss this around. And we're not adding a ton more sauce to this. Like I said, it's already got a ton of flavor, folks. You don't need to go overboard with this. And the great thing about this is you can make it using different flavored sauces. It's a different meal each week. You don't have to eat the same thing. All right, we got our extra sauce on there. Let's give it one more taste test. Folks, this is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you what, so simple. We got a great dinner here in less than an hour. Let me get this cleaned up. We'll come right back. We'll get it plated up with our bun and some of that apple coleslaw. Almost forgot what I was talking about because I'm mesmerized by the flavors here. Let's get this cleaned up. We'll come right back, give it a taste test, see how it turned out all together. Stay tuned. Alright folks, we got our shredded barbecue chicken sandwich plated up here. Today I'm using, of course, a sweet Hawaiian bun. You can use whatever you have at home. We got our hot, delicious bourbon barbecue sauce, shredded chicken on the bottom, topped it off with that cool, refreshing apple coleslaw on top, and of course the sweet Hawaiian bun. I can't wait any longer. Let's dig in. Alright, it's looking pretty, but you know, that's half the battle. Let's see if it tastes great. Cheers. Absolutely amazing, folks. We got that hot honey bourbon barbecue shredded chicken on the bottom, hot, warm, delicious. That sweet Hawaiian bun pulls it together, and that apple coleslaw, cold, refreshing, a little bit of sweetness there, pairs with that barbecue sauce. It's to die for, folks. We spent 1 hour today. It took 45 minutes to make that shredded chicken. Threw it in the pot with some sauce, a little bit of chicken stock and seasonings. Let that cook. We made our coleslaw while that chicken was cooking in the Instant Pot. Took 3 or 4 minutes to put that together. Obviously, we used a pre-shredded bag mix of slaw mix, but hey, why go to all the trouble when you can buy that in the store for a couple bucks? It's cool, refreshing. It goes great with that hot shredded barbecue. Oh, folks, it's really that good. If you like this type of stuff, be sure to check out my website, www.grubongrub.com. You can find a lot of great barbecue recipes on there, just like this one. I'll be sure to put that hot honey bourbon barbecue sauce linked in the description below, because I really do recommend you guys make that, folks. It's simple, it's delicious, it pairs perfectly with everything. It's just a really great all-around barbecue sauce. It's where it's at, folks. This is a simple 1 hour meal we put on the table from start to finish with almost zero effort. That's the great thing about Instant Pot pressure cooking. Hands-off approach. You could also do this in the crock pot, your slow cooker, of course. It'll just take all day. Throw it in there in the morning before you go to work. Exact same process with the chicken. Let that cook all day. Shred it up. Drain off those extra juices. If there's too much in there, throw in that last bit of the barbecue sauce. It's the same thing, folks. And you can make that coleslaw when you get home as well. It's really quick and easy. This is a great weeknight meal. Your kids are going to love it. Your friends, your family, if you're having them over real quick, you want to make a last-minute meal, this is where it's at, folks. If you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. That tells YouTube you want to see more great videos just like this. You want them on the front page, so when you sign on, you instantly see this. You want to go watch it. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single bit of action if you don't see it on the front page, because you're not liking and subscribing and you're not leaving enough comments below. Oh, you know what I'm talking about out there, right? Make this video go viral, folks. It's a delicious, simple 1 hour dinner. Everybody's going to enjoy it. That being said, it's been a pleasure cooking for you once again. Mike here, signing off till next time. Just keep cooking.